record the class. Hi, I'm Shannon Motter, and I'm going to show you how to use LinkedIn Learning to create learning paths today. I'm going to start with the library's newsletter that will be going out later, just to show you where you go to get a link. What you can do is go to the college's website and click this link, but I have it embedded here to make it a little bit easier. If I think I went past it. Where'd it go? It's here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so LinkedIn Learning link right here. And this is going to take you, it's going to do a redirect. And then this is actually on the NPC website, but it's going to redirect into LinkedIn Learning. When you go to this, you can create a free account, use your NPC email. This is something that is free to staff, students, faculty. Now, another way of accessing this, if you actually have LinkedIn as a profile on LinkedIn, this is my personal profile, up in the corner, once you do log in, you can access it from this point. You're just going to click on Learning up in the corner, and this takes you to the place where you can search for different titles. And this has thousands and thousands of different topics, tutorials, or videos that you can do on a wide range of topics. So I am an administrator, so I do have this button. You won't have that. But you can create something. This is one I created earlier today. This is a conflict management learning path. So I'm going to show you how to create your own learning paths. You can do a search up here at the top of the page from any of the pages you're on. And then there's a wide range of different topics, as I said. It does give you information about each. Let me show you one of the videos so you know what I'm talking about. So it's going to give you, that bounced it right in there. Let me do a search. So critical thinking. This is a topic that I think is important for our users. These are called search limiters here on the left. I want to show you one so you can see the different pieces that it has. I can search through, we don't have any at the college yet. People have added to as content, but there are 260 in LinkedIn Learning. I can use the search limiters to narrow this down. This works like any database that you'd find in the library. I can do source, level, that might be important. So if you're creating it for your students, maybe you want beginner, on different kinds of software that might be shown. For example, I've done Excel training. It was a 13-hour training that I did through this before it was LinkedIn Learning. That was amazing. And I learned so much, I've forgotten half of it already. So you can use these different topics. Let's pretend like this is the one we want. It's going to give you the contents, the breakdown of the tutorial. You can do interactive things with the author, the creator of these, and you can go back and forth them, ask them questions. So if there's something you want to ask them, you can do those sorts of things. So let's make a learning path. So you can just search and you can save these yourself, but I'm going to create a learning path that's going to allow us to create something for our users. So maybe you have a class of students you want to create this for and send it out to them. Maybe it's for your staff. So here I have the add button. So I have things in here that you won't have because I can add people to the system, but you're going to click on create learning path. Here you can copy an existing one. So maybe somebody told you about the one that they had. I'm going to create a new one. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. We want to do an image that makes sense for this. And this is totally not LinkedIn Learning. I'm going to go to a place called Creative Commons, and I'm going to pick an image for this. And I'm telling you this as a librarian, because as a librarian, I know that images are really important. It's going to clue the person into what they're doing. So I went to Creative Commons. I'm going to do a search for a topic. I'm doing critical thinking, so I'm going to search for think. And I'm just going to get one of these images. It's not a great one. I really want the thinking man. And I can right-click this. I can download the image. Here is the Creative Commons license. This is freely available to you. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I want, when you do images, I have a Mac, so I can very easily add that in there. And I save it to my computer. So I have that. I have the license agreement at the top there. I save that. So let me go back. Find the right one. I'm going to upload an image. So you can't upload an image technically. I'm showing you the Creative Commons license so that you know a safe way to avoid copyright infringement. So it's a little bit of an aside there. You're going to give the title. You can add a description, critical thinking skills. I would add maybe a little bit more than that, of course. I'm going to mark this as everyone. You can do selected groups or no one. I'm going to pick everyone. So anyone in LinkedIn Learning can see this. And then I'm going to add these topics. So it's already suggesting topics. You can click none and then it'll give you other ones. I do want it in English. And I'm going to show it as me on the site. And then you can add tags of your own if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create. You don't have to add all of those things. I think it is helpful though for your users to be able to pull that in. So now I have a page that I can add details to. If I didn't like, for example, my title and my description, I can go into edit details here. So I can change, who's going to see it and so forth. If I come down here, I can actually make multiple sections here. So for example, on my conflict management, I have a section for just learning conflict management skills. And then I have a separate section for if you are a manager. And then I have videos. So there's different videos and there's two different sections. So you can give it a section title. I'm just going to call mine thinking. And then I can link to content here if you already have it selected, but I don't have mine selected. So I'm going to search for content. So I'm going to do that search here. And again, I have those same search limiters over here. If there's very specific things that I want, and I might want to select a beginner, just so that it's people that are just beginning in their career. So, for example, if you have part-time assistants or you have students that you want them to do the beginning level of this type of skill, you can select that. Again, if it's more for your, if it's for your faculty, you might pick advanced. And so from here, I can look at the different ones here. It does tell you how many learners have used this. I can look at the content here. I can add just the chapter. So maybe you don't want them to do the entire thing. You can just do that one chapter. Now here, this one here, Dory Clark, she has a lot more users. So I'll pretend like I've done more research and I'm going to add it in there. I'm going to go and unclick that and see what else I can see here. This one has quite a few users as well, not quite as many as the last one. I'm going to pretend like I really looked into those to make sure they were what I wanted. I'm going to hit add and then done. I can add more of a description here. Again, I would add something maybe more than that. I can add more content. I can delete the section if I decide, you know what, I really didn't want that. Those are the ones I selected. Here's where I can add that section if I wanted to do at different levels. Maybe you do beginner and then intermediate as two different levels for your user. And once you've selected the ones that you want, you can hit save and publish. Now, at this point, you can share to teams. I tried that earlier today and I was not successful, but I think it might have to do with the way I was signing in, or I can just copy this link and I can send it out to my users. There is a couple of things. One, people under the age of 16 are not technically allowed to use it. I'm not going to give any ideas on how they might, but use your imagination. But the company itself says 16 and up can use this. So if you have students in your course that are under age 16, do realize that can be an issue. You do not have to have a LinkedIn profile in order to use LinkedIn Learning. so that we had them turn that off because people that are younger can't make a profile page. But you can also add recipients here. So if I wanted to add somebody, I could type in their name and I could click on them and then add them to that. And then so that they would then get this list of things. If you want to send it out, so if you have it just some people that aren't in LinkedIn yet, you can copy the link. Or if they're already in there, you can add them. So we do have some groups. If you want to make a group, maybe people within your team, your department, your division, you can add those people in. Right now we have Innovation Division has a group, and then the library has a group. So if you want that, just let myself or someone from TAS know. Curtis should be able to help you as well. But let us know if you want to make those groups.